A very good evening and welcome to Yes 101 Visual Radio. For the News First team, I'm Rochelle Tumodar. Let's start off with a look at your headlines.
News First headline.
In your local news, high-level political alliance talks commence. Legal drama unfolds. SLFP faces battle over leadership. Cabinet endorses draft laws paving the way for agricultural export economy, says President. Blinken tells Zelensky US aid is on its way during surprise visit to Ukraine. Sri Lankan cricket team departs for T20 World Cup. Catch all the action live on TV1. Now on to your news in detail. First, your local news. A significant meeting took place this morning at a local hotel in Madiwala, where leaders from two political entities engaged in discussions about forming a new political alliance. 20 current members of parliament participated in today's dialogue representing both sides. The new alliance movement that took part in talks with Nimal Siripala faction of the SLFP included Anura Priyadarshana Yapa, Nimal Lanka, Minister Susil Premajanta, Minister Nalin Fernando, Priyanka Jayaratna, Udayakanta Gunathilaka, Sudat Manjula, Nimal Piyatissa, Musharraf and Ishaq Rahman. Anura Priyadarshana Yapa currently leads the operational aspects of the new alliance initiated by MP Nimal Lanka. Additional attendees included Minister Mahinda Amravira, State Minister Lasantha Aligevanna, State Minister Dr. Suren Raghavan, State Minister Jagat Pushpakumara, Duminda Dissanayake and Veerakumara Dissanayake representing the Sri Lankan Freedom Party alongside Nimal Siripala de Silva. The discussion focused on laying out the foundational steps for the new political alliance with plans underway for a future rally in Hambantota. On to more local news today, a petition was filed before the Colombo District Court seeking an interim order preventing any disruption to Nimal Siripala de Silva, who currently holds a position of acting president of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, and Duminda Dissanayake, the acting secretary, in serving in those positions. Now, the application was filed by MP Duminda Dissanayake. The background for the request stems from the Kaduwala District Court's order issued yesterday, which prevents any obstruction to Dr. Vijayadasa Rajapaksa from acting as the new chairman of the party, along with attorney-at-law Kirti Udavatta as the acting general secretary. During the examination of Duminda Disanayake's petition, Chief District Judge of Colombo, Santon Vithanage, heard arguments from both sides presented by their respective legal representatives. The application seeks an order against the group led by Dr. Vijayadasa Rajapaksa. The respondents named in the application are Dr. Vijayadasa Rajapaksa, Sarath Ekanayake, Kirti Udavatta, Nimal Siripala de Silva and Mahinda Amravira. On to more local news, Sri Lanka's Cabinet of Ministers granted policy approval for the initial draft of the Economic Transformation Bill. The Department of Government Information said that the legal draftsman has been directed to present the formal draft bill as soon as possible, including the revisions suggested by the Attorney General. Accordingly, the clearance of the Attorney General has been received for the so-prepared draft bill, it added. The Cabinet of Ministers granted approval for the proposal furnished by the President to publish the said notification in the Government Gazette and subsequently forward the said draft bill to the Parliament for its concurrence. Addressing the inauguration of the Athrugire National Institute of Plantation Management's new academic and administrative complex this morning, President spoke about the draft bill. He said that presently negotiations are underway with our creditors, both governmental and private. He added, as we navigate through these discussions and prepare to address the economic challenges ahead, the imperative of transitioning towards an export-oriented economy becomes ever more apparent. He highlighted that the recent cabinet approval of draft legislation aimed at fostering an export-driven economy marks a significant step forward. Now Sri Lanka is working to modernize agriculture in the country and create an export agriculture industry.
International news.
Now taking a look at your international news. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has told President Zelensky that military aid is now on its way during a surprise visit to Kyiv. He said some military aid has already arrived and more to come. The top U.S. diplomat told the Ukrainian president the weapons will make a real difference against the ongoing Russian aggression in the battlefield.
Sports news.
Now taking a look at your sports news, the Sri Lankan contingent under the captaincy of Wanedu Hasaranga embarked on their journey to the 2024 T20 World Cup this morning. ninth edition of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup will be jointly hosted by the West Indies and the USA. The International Cricket Council announced that ICC cricket rights in Sri Lanka up until the end of 2025 were awarded to MTV Channel Private Limited. MTV will exploit the broadcast rights via their free-to-air channels TV1, Shakti TV and Siriza TV. The digital rights will be exploited via www.sirizatv.lk and by ICC.tv, enabling more fans to watch ICC World events over the next 2 years. With the integration of state-of-art technology and insightful commentary, we are fully prepared to deliver live coverage of the T20 World Cup. And that's a wrap of your Yes 101 Special Radio for today. Thank you for watching. Good night.